And welcome to Doppler Dale's Weather Post. This is meteorologist Dale Bader, and well, let's get started. A lot going on today. That's why I'm going to go ahead and do a video blog post because of so much going on. What you're looking at right here is the forecast snowfall totals as we head through early Sunday, and this is due to a new storm system that is really going to get organized. In fact, it's already organizing well this afternoon across portions of North Carolina into the interior portions of Virginia, where already heavy snow is falling at this time. Initially, last weekend and early portions of this week, the storm system was to track across Florida out of the Gulf of Mexico and kind of head east-northeast out through the Atlantic. Now it's tracking more north-northeast right on up the Atlantic coast, and that's going to bring very heavy snowfall to large part of Virginia, if not almost all entire state, Maryland, and portions of Pennsylvania and New Jersey as well. How much snow is going to fall? For those of you in Roanoke and Richmond, I'm looking for about 1.5 to 2 feet of snow. For the Washington, D.C. area, between a foot, foot and a half, very similar in Baltimore. You may see a little bit more than that. Heading up to Philadelphia, a little bit less, generally 10 to 16 inches. Heading into the New York City metro area, that includes Newark, between half a foot and a foot of snow. Hartford, 3 to 6 inches. And for those of you in Boston, 5 to 9 inches before this is all said and done. And so a very expansive area of snowfall with this storm system. In addition, expect winds out of the northeast easterly direction at about 10 to 20 with some higher gusts. So that's going to create at times some blizzard-like conditions. Now let's take a look at next week. And I was telling you already when we spoke yesterday, expect a lot of day-to-day swings. Let me see if I can get this to show you the full screen so we can look at this in a much bigger perspective. And I'm going to go ahead and get down here. And we're going to go ahead and fast forward. This is the storm system that's bringing the snow today. Let's go ahead and take a look out towards Christmas Eve morning. Notice the low pressure system sitting here across central portions of Illinois. A lot of wraparound snowfall back in through northern Missouri, Iowa, up and into portions of Minnesota. Large areas of snow associated across portions of Wisconsin and Michigan, and then storm activity down across portions of the southeast. I'm going to go ahead and put this back a few times. You can see the track of this low comes out and tracks more off to from the Texas Panhandle, kind of off into the north and to the east. Now, let's go back forward. This is, again, Christmas Eve morning. Let's take a look at what it was earlier today. This was the mid-morning run. The low pressure was quite a bit further to the west, over portions of Missouri. If we go back to this time, mid-afternoon yesterday, late evening yesterday, low pressure was a little bit further south, but kind of similar to where it is now. And going back to midday yesterday, come on. There we go. That area of low pressure was much further south. And let's go ahead and I'll show you that. Down here in, let's say that's the mid-south area. Why am I showing you that? Well, as I mentioned yesterday, a lot of variation from day to day is expected with the storm system. And where it goes determines exactly where the heaviest snow is. This track that was shown back mid-afternoon yesterday, and I'm going to go and show that to you, we'll take it on a more east to west. Let's get this back. So notice it's going to come out of the Panhandle and go more west to east over time. This track takes heavy snow from portions of Oklahoma up in the mid-Mississippi Valley, heading into portions of the lower Ohio Valley. The latest track does not quite do that. It puts the heavier snow band quite a bit further north. Now, I anticipate this is going to continue to vary and bounce around over the next several days, and it probably won't be until Monday of next week that we can really start hammering in where this is going to be. So you're going to want to stay up to date. We'll keep you up to date throughout this weekend. Let's take a look, though, real quickly at some of the other international models that I do look at to help give us some idea of what they are tending to do. And we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at this image here, and I'm going to zoom that up if we can. So let me go ahead and get out of this full screen mode if at all possible. Alright, it's not wanting to let me do it. But anyway, this is Christmas Eve morning, and notice the low is well down. I know it's going to be hard to tell. This is right along the Gulf Coast, and so this is much further south. Brings that heavier snow band back towards Missouri, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Kansas. Let's go and take a look at the European model, and we'll go look at this model also for the same time period. Notice it is up into Louisiana, with another very strong system diving off to the south and to the east. It's going to re-enhance this, bring a lot of wraparound moisture. We can take this out. And this is actually Christmas Eve, Christmas Day morning, and notice the low sitting right on top of St. Louis. Cold air is filtered in, really wound up upper level system, and even a lot of wraparound snow showers and snow with that storm scenario. And we'll go ahead and we'll take one last look at the Canadian long-range model, and we'll take this out also to Christmas Eve morning. Notice it's north central Missouri with the area of low pressure. A lot of rainfall out ahead of that, with some ice possible across portions of Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and then snow back further off north and west of that. So again, a lot of variations. That's what I wanted to show you with this. You're going to want to stay up to date with this to find out exactly where is the system going to go. Right now, my gut feeling says that it is likely that the storm system is going to come out of the south and the west. The way the tracks have been, it's going to come across Texas, out across Mississippi, and up into the Ohio Valley. And that means Oklahoma, Kansas, portions of Missouri, Illinois, and into Iowa, Wisconsin. You definitely are probably in the best chances of seeing snow with this storm system. For those of you further south and east, don't rule it out yet, because if that southern track ends up holding out to be true, then you definitely will have a chance of seeing snow in just in time to make it a white Christmas. Appreciate you stopping by to see Doppler Dale's Weather Post. Hope you continue to do so, and we look forward to talking to you tomorrow about the same time.